y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Danielle, and I'm back with another vlog. And as you can see by this title, we're doing a Love Island recap. We are only 8 episodes in, and I have to say, Ace, he's showing his true colors. And I say that because, and it could just very well be the producers doing, because they are known to be doing some messy stuff. But even so, you could have been a little bit nicer to Amaya. Now, could she have calmed down a little bit when she was talking to you? Yes. But also, you picked her. You literally made up a whole speech and then said, I can't wait to share a bed with you and cuddle with you. And not even, well, remember, we don't get to see all the things that they have been filming, and we don't even get to see if it was like literally 5 minutes after the recoupling, 1 hour after the recoupling, which they did say, which it showed it was a continuation. Literally right after the recoupling, he told her, don't touch me, I don't want to cuddle with you, I'm not affectionate. Like, he literally said all those things to her right after the recoupling, but said that in a speech. So she's confused. But it's like, what? That don't even make no sense. And then you already had the first conversation with the boundaries, which she didn't do nothing to cross any boundary, right? But not only she talks a certain way and she addresses people, it's not like she's flirting with anybody. He has an issue with her calling him babe, because he was like, what do you call the person that you're seeing, like your partner? And she said babe, and he said don't call me that. But that's not like something, she's not saying it as in like you're her partner babe. It's like a, hey boo, what's up boo, babe, come here, oh babe. Like it's something that just naturally rolls off her tongue. That's how she addresses everybody. And that's like a friendly conversation type thing that she's doing. She's not doing it intentionally to call you babe. So it was like he chose her and then made up like all these different lists of things for her to not do, as if like, she's like, where are you coming up with all of these things as if I'm doing it intentionally to make you mad? Bro, and it's like they kept having the same conversation over and over and over and over. And then he was like, this is how this conversation is about to go. Who the fuck are you talking to, first of all? You don't talk to nobody like that, especially on a TV show. And then on top of that, I figured out what he was doing. He chose her. He knew he did not like her. He knew he did not like her. And it was just so weird that he started coming up with all these different things for her to not do, when she literally said, when they first had a conversation, because she is a bombshell, right? She said, my hands is not the only thing that can clap. So, in his mind, okay, that's what got him to want her. Her saying that is his thought. Oh, I like that. And then all of a sudden you chose her and then told her all that other stuff. Which cool, you set your little boundaries, but you kept going on and on and on and on. And then you doing stuff to her to make her upset. And then you mad at her reaction. You want her to be okay with how you're saying it and the tone that you're saying the things in, and for her to be okay. Not everybody's going to respond like you think. So now you got her responding in an emotional type of way, and she's getting loud. You don't like that response from her, but now you're trying to make her seem like the villain. No, it's you. You're the villain. And then now you're trying to gaslight and manipulate her, acting like you don't know why she's acting that way, because that is exactly what you're doing. That is exactly what you are doing. And then Huda and Jeremiah, first of all, they was playing a game, pucker or pie, who's most likely to fake a relationship just to win the show. Fucking Huda was like, Ace, bitch, Jeremiah literally said that to you. He literally said it to you. But you didn't want to make him seem like a bad person. He literally said that to you. As soon as you told him that you had a daughter, he said, it's okay, we can win this. And what? And then now, it's show in paradise for them, who they call themselves the parents of the villa. And I'm surprised everybody else called them the parents of the villa. Because Austin was like how they went on a date and the kids made a mess. I'm like, oh wow, y'all actually acknowledge them, because Huda is nowhere near emotionally mature enough to be the mother of everybody. It's more so like Alandria, because what she say is more logical and it makes more sense. Huda don't give advice like that. She do not. She don't even take her own advice. And she has her ways of being emotionally manipulative, especially the scene where all the guys were sitting together and they was telling him, I'm pretty sure it was the producers doing as well too, but I don't really know, because you can, from the outside of Huda and Jeremiah's relationship, from everybody, you can look at them and tell one person is really faking it. Huda looks like she really likes Jeremiah, but also Jeremiah took advantage of the fact that she really likes him. So basically he love bombed her, and now he don't like the way she's going about things, how emotional she's being whenever he tries to say something. But baby, that's your doing. You literally did that. He realizes that whenever they have a conversation, she talks to me as if I'm a child. They doing construction literally right outside my window. But whenever we having a conversation, she talks to me like I'm a child, and I'm not her child. I want her to stop doing that. Well, you need to open up your mouth and literally express how you feel, regardless of if she gets mad. But the thing is, he don't want to be on TV and then expressing himself and then making her mad and making her cry. That's probably what he don't want to do. But she's already emotional. She's an emotional person. Like, Nick said something along the lines of, we think she's just in it to win the game, when it's actually him that's in it to win the game. I can't wait for movie night. Oh my gosh. Movie night is not until some week in July, like maybe July 20th. But to be honest, I hope they still there for that. Like, Casa Amor is in July. It's literally weeks away. I wish they sped up Casa Amor. I mean, I'm probably maybe like week 14. It's day 8. Fuck, I don't know. But if you actually sit there and express how you feel, what y'all need to do is have a conversation where y'all not holding on to each other, sitting in each other's faces. Just sit across from each other and be serious. But as I was saying, Nick says something along the lines of, he sees that Huda might just be in it just to win the game, when I just said it's Jeremiah, because Jeremiah says something along that way and stuff like that. And Jeremiah is starting to not feel Huda. But the thing is, him and Huda already done did sexual things, and it's only day 8. They was already in the shower, both of them taking a shower together by like day 4 or day 6. But it was like, even if somebody take a shower together, they're not doing sexual things. Come on now, be serious. They was under the covers doing some crazy stuff. Like, you can literally go back and see that. And the thing is, she says she just don't want to feel played. But the thing, like, and you could tell once she likes somebody and she's fixated on that one person. I mean, you could just tell that she said it herself that she really hasn't been in a relationship in 4 years. And 4 years ago, she was with her child's father. But she did say they was playing those games, and she said that she had sexual relations with other people, but it was more so like situationships and stuff like that. It wasn't really progressed into relationships. But I could kind of see that whenever she likes somebody, she really gets fixated on them. I don't know if I'm using that in the right context, but like, she just focuses on them and don't just like date them and date other people at the same time without being intimate and stuff. I don't know. And then another thing, Austin is a Trump supporter, but it ain't no fucking but with me. I don't do none of that. Like, he has a conscience. yeah, conscience of doing a good thing. But it's like, I don't even understand how you could be a Trump supporter and you go on Love Island where you know they have black women on that show. So how does that work? And then you know you voted for Trump and you looking at black woman in her face. That shit don't make no sense to me. Now, this little love triangle of Ace, Shelly, and Austin. Shelly coupled up with Austin. She never really wanted to couple up with Austin. She wanted to couple up with Ace. But the girl, Julissa, came and she took Ace from Shelly. But then Julissa got kicked off the show. And Ace was interested in Shelly. But it's like, he wants Shelly to chase him. Which another thing is, he went before Austin and he could have chose Shelly. But he chose Amaya. And he definitely chose Amaya to get a rise out of Shelly to see if Shelly was going to act out, which is how he know Shelly likes him. Kind of like what Cordell did in season 6, which I was thinking when everybody was talking about Love Island, he was seeing the clips and was like, I'm going to sign up for this show and I'm going to be just like that. That is my thought. That's my thought. Because there's no way, because, I mean, but it's like Cordell and Serena's situation was totally different. He knew what he wanted, but Serena kept telling him, I do like you, but I want to start as friends first, and then we can progress. Before they went to Casa Amor, was like, all right, I'm locked in. Serena was like, I'm locked in. He went to Casa Amor. He seen the girl. He was like, I do like her, but I do like Serena. But I'm going to bring the girl back and I'm going to recouple with her. And hopefully, Serena isn't as mad as me as I, like, but Serena went off on him and he was like, oh shit. This kind of gave me the confirmation that she really liked me. And she tore his ass a new one. You're not going to bring no bitch back here in front of my face thinking it's going to be okay and think you finna cater to both of us. You're not going to make breakfast for her and you're not going to make breakfast for me. You're going to make breakfast for one person. You figure out what the fuck you got going on over there. Become figuring out if you want to continue something with me, because I'm not about to be the one that's number 2. I was your number 1 and you came back and you pushed me to number 2 and now I'm single sleeping in the bed by myself. I could have went home. So, I think Ace took a play out of that book and he was trying to get Shelly to act that way and Shelly was like, bitch, you're not, no. And then she said to him, I'm trying to be the best person for Shelly, not for Ace. And he was like, really? Like, nigga, you're 22. And that's another thing. They bring on men that's starting their 20s to like 21, 22, 23, 20, 24. The oldest man there is 24 or 25. I think Jeremiah is 25 or something like that. But Ace is 22. And Shelly is 27. What the fuck does that even make sense? And then they was talking about how Ace and Shelly, they was talking already. Like they knew each other because they was going to have like talking or some type of thing. But they didn't do it because they lived too far from each other. I don't know where the fuck that boy from. But that's what it was said. And stuff like that. They didn't really go further. Like, first of all, I'm not going further with you because you're mad young. You're mad young. You're born like what? 2001 and I'm born in 1998? 2002 and I'm born in 1998. You think I'm finna date you and you're in your early 20s and I'm almost 30? That don't even make no sense. And clearly you can tell that boy is not mature. He's very immature. Because he had a choice to pick Shelly. And as I said, I know it's probably the producers doing, but I'm not about to cause no friction between two women because producers want me to pick a fucking girl that I do not like. Because it was clear that he do not like Amaya. And the way he went about it shows that he did not like Amaya. Because he didn't have to be rude like that and say all those things and find different things about the way she talk and the way she does things and say he don't like that. Nigga, I didn't come at you with a list of different things that I like and I don't like about you. I didn't do that to you, so don't do that to me. Now, Amaya going off on Shelly was wrong as well. There's a better way to express yourself without yelling. But they also said that Amaya and Shelly was following each other outside in the river because, you know, as I said in my last vlog, Shelly is from Queens. She's not from Queens, but she live in Queens, New York, and Amaya live in New York. So they probably not run around the same circles, but know of each other because they follow each other on Instagram. They said that Amaya is a nurse. One of the boys on the show is also a nurse. He's also from New York. He works in New York, I think. It's 3 people that's based in New York on the show. And I'm just like, Amaya, you gotta at least learn how to express yourself. But even so, she's not crashing out because of Ace and Shelly. She's crashing out because of the situation. Because there's no way you said all of that shit to me at the recoupling, not even a day after. And then she said that to him. You didn't even wait a day after. You said it immediately after. And then on top of that, she's crashing out because you told me you're not affectionate. So you don't want to be affectionate towards me. Cool. You want to start as just friends. But then I'm seeing you hug Shelly. And then I ask you, you're not going to tell me goodnight? No. And then put the pillow dead in the middle of us and then go to sleep. How do you think that would make me feel? If I see you hugging somebody and then you don't hug me, I'm asking if you going to hug me. And truthfully, honestly, if I was Amaya, I would have left the fucking show. Because that's literally insane. You telling me that you're not affectionate, but you affectionate with her, somebody that you're not even coupled up with, who you had a choice to choose her and you did not choose her. And I don't give a fuck if production told me to pick somebody to be messy. No, I'm not doing that. That's causing mad friction. That's unnecessary friction for no reason. When Austin probably would have just picked Amaya. Because they kissed, they had a little connection, and that was fine. And because of the way Amaya was reacting to the shit that Ace was doing with her, he made her seem like the villain so bad that Austin don't even want to explore his connection with Amaya no more. Nobody really wants to sit there and talk to Amaya. But the thing is, Ace is the only person that brung that shit out of her. So nobody has a reason to be scared of her. It's talk about, oh no, she's coming. She's not coming to yell at y'all. Y'all didn't do shit to her for her to yell at. And that's what men do. They do certain shit to you to make you react, to make other people not want to talk to you because of how they did to you and how you reacted to that. Manipulation. Gaslighting. And the fact that nobody else could see that and they on Ace's side because he said boundaries. All right, the first conversation was about boundaries. Every other little conversation was about the stuff that he did to her and how she reacted. He was mad at how she reacted to him. He wasn't expecting her to go off like that. And when he then right after that last conversation when she was like, she don't want to explore nothing with him no more. And he's like, all right, I don't want to explore nothing else with you no more. As soon as she walking away, he jumped up and clipped his heels together. Like, that was the whole plan. He was going to make her mad time and time again to get her to stop wanting to explore to him so he could fully focus on exploring with Shelly. And that's insane. That's literally fucking insane. And then on top of that, Shelly is a little iffy too because you know he coupled up with that girl and she already expressed the things that he said to her. And you in the middle of making breakfast for Austin so y'all can go have like a little breakfast date. And he come up to you talk about some, go get dressed. And you literally stop in the middle of what you're doing to go get dressed. After that nigga sat there and played in your face and chose another girl over you when you knew y'all had chemistry. You was literally his number 2. That don't even make no sense. And I'm like, she like that toxic shit too. Because you comparing Austin. But then that's another thing. Austin is a Trump supporter. Like, I'm going mad hard and he's a Trump supporter. That shit don't make no sense. That shit do not make any sense to me. That shit don't make no sense to me. But it's like Austin said he really, really likes you, right? He's giving you your space. Y'all starting as friends. Y'all kiss a little bit. Y'all talk about something. And you know Austin is she goes, Austin is a good guy. And Ace just gets me. So even after all that shit Ace just did to Amaya purposely, you still gonna explore with Ace. And even Amaya is just as silly, because there's no way in the episode she gonna go, when it's peaceful between me and my man, I like to start arguments because I like the toxic. Like, girl, no, you're not supposed to say that on fucking national television. So now if she stay all the way to Casa Amor or movie night, they just gonna show her being a ditzy girl. Especially Huda and Jeremiah. Oh my gosh. I feel like for Jeremiah and Huda situation, for movie night, it's going to be something with lying. And it's going to be her lying because they went on a date and she asked him if he was going to move in with her. And he said we could move to the same city. And she went back and told the girls that he said he wanted to move in with her and shit. It's going to be a compilation of her lying. She gonna get caught in her lies and her feelings gonna be hurt real bad. And she ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. That shit is sick. Oh my gosh. And then Taylor, I really don't think Taylor likes Alandria. I think she likes him more than he likes her, because he's not putting in no effort either. His ass is 23, I think. That cowboy hat is pissing me the fuck off though. It is. And on top of that, because he said something about the physical attraction is not there. I know what the fuck I heard. And the people trying to say, no, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. I'm like, he gave her a kiss. But it's like, it was not one of those kisses where you sitting down, talking, the vibe is setting, and you asking, can I kiss you? Y'all walking away, you talk about some give me a kiss. Okay? And that threw her off, because it's like, and then he was like, he don't know how to start the physical intimacy part. Nigga, you know how to start that physical intimacy part. You know how you are outside of Love Island. Don't come on this show and act like a whole brand new fucking person. Do what you do on the island, outside the island, on Love Island. Don't play like you don't know what to do. Because when you with them group of niggas, when you with them group of men, I am sorry. That is not how I meant to say it. But when you with those group of men, you know exactly what to do and you know how to get a girl. Bro, don't play that. Do not play that. Do not play that. Lying shit. And it's going to be really, really, really sad if a new bombshell comes in for Taylor and he really like her, and the fucking bombshell chooses Taylor, or he chooses the bombshell, and Alandria gets sent home. Like, what? Now, Charlie and Hannah, first of all, they was playing that game, Puffer a Pie. And Hannah chose Austin the first round, pied him. And then when he was going last, he chose Hannah to get back at her. It said pie. All of a sudden, he started making out with her. But I'm like, he's doing... It's like he's doing something, because he don't want to be stuck in no love triangle with Ace and Shelly. So if he explore a connection with Hannah, I guess he gonna pick Hannah. Charlie gonna go home, leaving Shelly right there, and then Ace gonna pick up. I don't know, but it was like, how do you even want to still connect with Ace even after you watched him do all that shit to Amaya, and you think she's wrong? Like, yeah, she was wrong for coming at you, because that misdirected anger is crazy. But it's like, I'm like, first of all, I know she's still gonna pick Ace. She don't want Austin. I think she don't want Austin because he's like, she wasn't expecting to be coupled up with no, and like, I'm pretty sure that's why. I'm pretty sure that is why. I'm not like, if I'm going on Love Island and I see a black man, I'm going for the black man. I didn't come on this show to be... Watch it. But... And another thing, like I said before, I can't be on no Love Island, because there's no way I'm talking to somebody. Even if we're talking for 30 minutes, you can wait until we fully stop fucking talking. Talk about some... Can I talk to you for a minute? You don't see him talking? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, that was like season 5 with Destiny, Imani, and this boy named Mike. Destiny was talking to Mike, and Imani had came because she was a bombshell and she was pulling everybody for chats. So she was pulling him for a chat, and she was like, she put her foot up and was like, you don't see me talking to him? You can wait. That's rude. Like, no, we're not gonna pull nobody for chats if you see me talking. I don't care if we're talking for an hour. You can wait. I can't do that. No, I cannot do that. I really cannot do that. It's no way. And then if we been coupled up for the last 13 weeks and we basically closed off and a bombshell come in or Casamore situation happen, and we like this, saying that we basically closed off, and when you go to Casa Moon, you switch out. There's no reason for me to stay. You chose who you want to choose. I'm going home. I'm not about to stay here and go back and forth with another girl over you. No. What? I know my fucking worth. I'm not about to be nobody's second choice either. But it's just a mishap, and I think we can make our shit stronger. That was that Cordell and Serena type shit. Cause that would have been the end there for me. That was the one flag. Like, oh, so you went back to Casamore, you was doing all this shit. And then it came down to movie night, and it showed her every 5 seconds. She was crying. She was like, I really like this boy. I'm going to be so mad. I miss him. Crying and getting emotional because she missed him. Sleeping in soul ties and stuff because they wasn't sleeping with the person that they was coupled up with. Like, she was being respectful, and he was being disrespectful by kissing that girl, having that girl on his lap. And he was like, oh shit, I didn't even know your feelings was this strong. Nigga, we literally talked about it before the Casamore happened. So I'm confused. We even exchanged rings, brother. So what are you talking about that you didn't know? Don't try to play me like I'm fucking stupid, like you didn't know what was going on. That's not what we finna do here, ho. So, and I guess, I mean, she was able to forgive. Like, she would, cause she said that she was cheating on her relationship. Like, they do the introductions, like the first episode, and she said she was cheated on in her relationships and stuff like that. So she don't want to ever, like, she had a, you could tell Serena had a wall up. That's why, she knew she liked Cordell. She did. She knew she liked him from when they first had their little conversation. But she said, I want to start off as friends, and then we build that next step into the relationship. And that's what she was doing. So by the time it was time for Casa Amor, she had started strongly liking him. And she kept reassuring him, like, I like you. I do like you. I don't want you to lose sight of me not liking you. I like you. I'm slowly, like, I just need to take my time. I don't go fast with relationships because I was in relationships and I was getting cheated on. Right. And then for him to come back. So I said all that shit to you. That shit just went from one end out the other. And you felt like you just had to play with me. Back. And like I said, she told his ass a new one. You're a piece of shit. Alright, tell me why I'm a piece of shit. Went on a whole fucking rant. A whole rant. Like, you didn't even care. I was being mad respectful. You was being disrespectful. And you think you finna cater to 2 women. That's it. That's period. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving nobody the second chance to play me. You played me the first time. You ate that. Now you can stay with this girl. And I'm leaving. I don't give a fuck. I'm not. No. It's about something. But it's a Love Island. It's a competition. We was basically closed off. And he went to Casamore and felt like he wanted to be disrespectful and find a new connection. You found a new connection. The old connection is out. And you ain't even got time for... it ain't even no time for me to be like, this is what I think about them too. I love y'all. It was nice meeting y'all. Y'all were good friends. It was nice talking to y'all, getting to know y'all, helping y'all with y'all situations. I'm getting the fuck. I don't play like that. I don't do that. But it's like, oh, and then the preview for the next episode, after they finish playing the Parker and oh my god, that comes on tonight. After they finish playing the Parker and Pie, Remember, Ace told Amaya that he's not affectionate, but he's standing in front of the fire pit. Everybody's sitting on the thing, pie all on Shelly's chest and her neck. He's standing there. Austin's sitting right there, reacting to my post. Why was you reacting to the post when you could have just? That's weird. But Austin's sitting right there. He sat right in front of them and licked Shelly's whole chest to her neck up. Licked all that pie off of her. Like, that's not weird? Like, that's not weird. He's purposely doing things to make Amaya's mad. Like, he's doing that on purpose. Like regardless if you're into Shelly. Yeah. But the thing is, the producers is weird if they tell him, if you don't pick Amaya, you're going home. I would have went the fuck home then, because I'm not about to pick somebody that I don't like to start some trouble. That's fucking crazy. And it did start some trouble. But first of all, it didn't have to start no trouble. He could have just been like, all right, look, we can explore our connection, but right now my connection with Shelly is really strong. But we could explore our connections, but these are the boundaries that I have set. I know I said all these things to you at the recoupling, but I just want, these are the boundaries. Okay. But he just kept wanting to have a conversation. But I keep rambling and saying the same things over and over, because I know that what is that? What was that thing going around? The propaganda bullshit that they was talking about on Twitter. I'm not falling for Ace not being wrong. He is definitely wrong. Believe that. Alright, this is it. That was my little Love Island recap. 8 episodes rant. And I need to see in episode 9 what's going to happen with Huda and Jeremiah. Because she was sitting there. Because, no. Right after Nick said what he said, Jeremiah sat there like, that's what y'all think? He said, are y'all saying this to hurt my feelings, or this is what y'all actually think? And then Jeremiah was in, like, he was in his little feelings. He was like, oh shit. Like, he wasn't even talking mad. Like, oh, I'm mad, motherfucker. I'm mad for real. And then Huda came over to talk to Jeremiah. He wouldn't even say nothing to her, and she was confused. So she sat down and she started complaining to Alandria. Or was it Alandria? Yeah, Alandria, or whoever was sitting next to her. It was one of the girls, Alandria or Shelly. He was like, what's wrong with Jeremiah? He won't even speak to me. What did I do? Like, she was getting emotional when she was sitting there and getting a little bit loud. So they went away. Mind you, everybody's sitting at the fire pit like this. They went to go sit on the other side, and she's trying to get him to talk. He's like, no, because you've been so vocal and expresses about your feelings before. Now all of a sudden I come over there and you're not trying to say nothing to me. What's on your mind? Tell me what's on your mind. What did they say? He was like, nah, the boys said something to me. What the fuck did they say? Who did they say it about? Did they say it about me? And then he was like, yeah, they said this and this. Like, wow, and then you actually, I told you that I liked you and stuff. And you was going to let them sit there and if anything, it's him that's faking the fucking relationship to the end, because he want that munyan. He want that munyan. It's okay if you want the munyan, but don't try to sit up here and act like it's me. Now, she could be a little emotionally manipulative because she don't ever give him a time to speak. And whenever he say something wrong, she start crying and she changed the subject. Because I noticed that in one of the other clips, he was getting mad about something. And this was when he was like, he's tired of her talking to him like a child. And she tried to change the subject and asked if you want to take a shower together. That's what that conversation was. And he was like, no. And she went from smiling in that moment to like frowning and stuff. So that relationship is a little rocky. So we got to see what's going to happen in episode 9. I'm waiting for 3 o'clock to see what the first look is going to be like. I kind of forgot. I was waiting yesterday for an episode to come out. And I'm like, oh shit, it's Wednesday. Saturdays or Wednesdays, no episode comes out. Saturdays, they have After Sun. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about no After Sun. They need the unseen bit so we can see what else. Because, like, all the extra stuff that they take out of the show. Because it's like, they got all day They got all day to do whatever. So from those moments, and y'all gotta remember, ain't no y'all gotta remember, I'm off this because I'm talking too much. And it's about to, you know what? Peace out. Maybe I'll come back on here and give a recap from episodes 8 to maybe like 12. I did 1 to 7. But I kind of talked about it in the last vlog. So, but yeah. Alright. Peace out.